What's up? What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Guys, man, I was sitting here thinking this one comes courtesy of our boy Reason. Y'all already know, Tuesday night panel conversation. Reason got me thinking, man. Reason got my mind going. Something he said in the chat that we were having earlier made me realize Miami Dolphins' decision on Tua Tagovailoa could be impacted by this coronavirus, excuse me. And some people are like, oh, come on, TD, you relating Tua to coronavirus? Listen, man, if you haven't heard today what's been going on in the NFL, teams are one after another. Reports keep coming out. Teams are bringing all their scouts off the road. They're bringing all their personnel off the road. They're canceling meetings with players to get to know them. Like, there's a lot of people about to enter this draft blinded. They may have questions about a kid's character. And if they still have the draft on draft night, they may know nothing about the character. The last check mark of decision making, they won't be able to execute. Teams are canceling visits with players from college coming into the NFL left and right. They're doing none of that right now. They're shutting it down. And team after team after team, several teams today came out with pulling all our scouts and personnel off the road. The NFL came out and said all employees are basically done except vital personnel in I got to look at the details of what they meant by that, but I think the coaches and GM and all of that are good. But everybody else, no go. This is crazy, man. So this makes me think, because let me tell y'all, all y'all tour lovers, this is also a good sign. I'm going to tell you where it's a good sign and a bad sign. The good sign is it's less likely for a team to move up ahead of us. Because when you still, listen, if you're going to move up and give away the farm for a guy, you want to know 100% that's your guy. And this doesn't help. This actually negatively impacts the ability to know that this is your guy. First of all, you got a guy coming off a hip injury and you're going to rely on doctors to say he's fully healed. That don't matter. Even if he's fully healed, you still want to get a look at how he looks. Running the drills you want him to run. Throwing the passes you want him to run. And fresh off of an injury, you want to take a look at this guy yourself. And you're not even going to have that opportunity possibly now. Unless he make his own video and say, hey, let me send this to you. I don't know how they're going to do that, guys. I have no clue how they're going to do that. I have no clue. But this is interesting. This is very interesting, man. We'll see. We'll see. Would you make that decision? Let me talk to you Tua fans. All Tua fans, talk to me real quick. I'm going to wait on your comment in the comment section. I should have did this a panel conversation. I might do one later on this. But would you draft? I'm talking to the Tua people. Would you still draft Tua at 5 and you get no post-injury look at him? You get no post-injury look at him? The coronavirus is shutting all the workouts down and all the meetings down. You get no chance to look at him fresh off of an injury, hip injury. Fresh off. And I'm talking to the Tua people now. That way we don't look biased over here. I want to know from you all, do you still draft Tua? Oh, we got some answers. No, sir. Yes. No, the risk is too high. Tua gonna catch corona, be out for a year. Man, stop that, man. Don't put that on nobody, man. Nope. Yes. Yes. Nope. I got to see him throw. Man, yes. Some people still saying yes. Yes, yes, no, yes, that's not gonna happen. Same as Burrow, but he ain't got an injury. See, that's the difference. If you think about it, they're going to go blind into the draft with everybody now. This is going to be It's not going to be a blind draft. You still go off of their college and all of that, but you're going off of what you know now, but not all the their personality. Do you know? See, some of y'all don't realize when these teams meet with a guy, some of these guys come in there, you'll be surprised. There are guys that like a team may be looking for a humble guy, a guy who's just open to everything. And some teams, they get turned off by guys in the interview that's like, I'm trying to do this, that, and this. And, if I feel like this and that, basically standing up for themselves almost. Sometimes teams get turned off from stuff like that. Y'all know how an interview can go. There's a such thing as a bad one. Don't think everybody walks in there telling you everything you want to hear. And this is why sometimes there's been reports, certain players having some of the worst interviews ever, and that's why they slid. It's crazy, man. And you want to see firsthand, because think about it. Let's be honest here. You think that the firsthand experience with the player is the most important when you're doing the background check. People ignore the background checks in this league. What do you think a background check is? I can go talk to your high school coach that knew that you were always in trouble, but hey, this is a kid from my high school. He's a great kid, has a great upbringing. Man, they're going to tell these coaches whatever just to build a kid up, and they should. That's right. That's right. Build them kids up. I feel you. That's what I'm talking about. But you ain't going to get the truth. You ain't going to always get the truth. I spoke to his mom and dad, what you expect them to say? I spoke to his college coach. I spoke to his this and that. He the one made them look good. Ex-coaches. This is what happens. He's the one made them look good. You're not going to find negative reports. And if you do, that means they are so far out there that they were allowed to find something. I spoke to his professor. Well, the professor knew who he was on that football team. What professor don't know that they got somebody going to the NFL? Oh, I heard you pretty good out there on the field. Whatever. Come on, man. That's why the face-to-face meetings and stuff are the most important, because some of these guys, it's some things you can't hide face-to-face. You can't hide your personality face-to-face. You can't hide. People know when you look out of place, like you're trying to be extra. And now we're not going to be able to get that part of it from a guy who's coming fresh off of injury. And we won't even be able to see how he looks after the injury. People think because the doctors say he's all healed, that means anything. Like that really means anything. If I break my wrist right now, it can have even though I'm fully healed, it can have an impact on how I use it going forward, or how healthy it is, whatever you want to call it. No, man. Now I'm more nervous because it gives him a good chance to fall to number 5 now. But then my team, would they actually say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and draft TUA at 5. This is a steal of a lifetime. And you ain't seen nothing. They got me nervous, man. Literally, the coronavirus can impact the decision that the Miami Dolphins make in the draft. But what if they get it right and they say, hey, we already had questions. Now we won't even be able to answer them. Now we're going to move on. We're not going to draft them. We're not going to draft them. Now, if I was the Dolphins, come to think of it, I would call the Chargers and tell them, look, if we make a trade with you right now and get the right amount of value, we'll give you number 5 and TUA. But if we don't get this trade done right now, we'll go ahead and draft TUA because we like him that much. But we also see something else that we want to do with another pick later on. Do you want TUA or not? And if the Chargers really want TUA and they only got to move up one spot, but it's to the team that could very well grab them, I would milk the Chargers. That's one scenario nobody's talked about yet. That's one scenario no one's talked about. Why aren't we thinking about milking the Chargers? to move one spot, and they know that we'll take them too. This ain't the Lions situation. This ain't the Lions situation where we know that the Lions probably going to stick with Stafford, so they're good. We can take the chance at 5. We can literally call the Chargers and milk them. We want your first round pick and we want your second round pick. So we'll take number 6 and now we got an extra second round pick. That's huge, ladies and gentlemen. That is huge. And they might do it. They might do it for their guy. For their guy, they might do it. I don't want to take that chance. Nobody's brought up the fact that we can milk the Chargers. TD, he is going to slide way worse than Brady Quinn. He ain't going to slide. The Chargers do want Tua. Everybody knows that. We understand the Tom Brady situation, but they want Tua anyway. Even if they did bring Brady to the Chargers, they still would want Tua. Brady's just a bridge, and Tua got to sit for a year anyway. He got to sit for a year anyway. I don't know, man. Anyway, man, I just wanted y'all to keep that on y'all mind. The coronavirus might actually impact Miami Dolphins' first round draft choice. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep your eyes open for it. As news continues to come out, I'll be bringing it. Virus might actually impact Miami Dolphins' first round draft choice. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep your eyes open for it. As news continues to come out, I'll be bringing it to you.